This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? My name is Tony, aka Star Wars Sith, and welcome to another episode of Sith Talk, where we talk Star Wars news, rumors, and coming soons. Today we have on the show Matt from the BatMando YouTube channel. How you doing, Matt?
Doing great. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. So tell us a little bit about your channel, what your channel focuses on, and where we can find you at.
Right. Basically, right now, my channel is all about the fancy lightsaber gang. Um,
Yes.
all NeoPixel lightsabers. You know, they got the fancy blades and all that stuff, custom
Hmm.
sound fonts and all that. I do reviews on lightsabers that I have. Sound fonts. I know you had Kyberphonic on here a few weeks ago. I've done reviews on his fonts,
Nice.
and I'm gonna be because lightsabers are expensive. I'm
Yep.
going to be branching out into Black Series figures and the vintage collection figures here next week.
Nice. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. So be sure to check out his channel, guys. I'm going to put the link down in the description. So everyone that comes on, they get 3 questions. You ready?
I'm ready. I've been watching old videos so I can prepare myself.
Nice. So the first one is, what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Return of the Jedi.
Nice. Why Return of the Jedi?
Well, growing up, the only Star Wars movie that I ever saw until I was maybe about 9 or 10 was Empire Strikes Back.
Hmm.
So I have vivid memories of watching that with my brothers all the time. Having my older brother lie to me and said they glued Luke Skywalker's head back on after the cave scene. And then I had seen like clips of all the other movies and I had
Uh-huh.
never seen them before. I didn't even know where they were from. And then one day my neighbor brought down a VHS that had all three of the movies on there. And
Oh.
then we sat down and we watched all three of the original trilogy straight through. This was probably like 90, 91. So I was probably about 5 or 6, I
Uh-huh.
guess. And then when I was little, my favorite color was green. And then
Oh.
in Return of the Jedi, when Luke comes out with the green lightsaber, I was like, I love it. This is my
Yeah.
jam.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love Return of the Jedi so much. I know most people's favorite movie is Empire, but I
Yeah.
like Return of the Jedi more, bro, over Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Like all day, man. All freaking day.
Oh, yeah.
So,
And speaking of the lightsaber,
oh, the flex be oh,
yeah.
that is beautiful. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Just got to show off a little bit real quick.
So gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. You can't go wrong with that. So, no, Return of the Jedi, really, really good choice. For me, mine's is Revenge of the Sith, man. Like that movie will always hold a dear place in my heart, man.
That's a really good one too. That's the only one that I never saw in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
I was in boot camp when that one came out.
Man. So I've seen all of them in theaters except for like the original, but then Empire was in the theaters a couple years ago. I saw that. I missed
Yeah.
when Return of the Jedi was back in theaters this year. I thought I had more time than I did, and it was only in the theaters for like a weekend or like
Yeah,
four.
it was only here. It was only in theaters for one day, and I managed to grab a ticket for it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I missed that, but I don't know why they don't do that more often. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I saw Return of the Jedi did like 7 million over the weekend or something crazy, like out
Oh,
of
I'm sure it
nowhere.
did.
Yeah, it was like a good number. So yeah, that's crazy. But now I remember seeing Revenge of the Sith in theaters like it was yesterday. Midnight show Thursday, 2005 in Daytona. Like, oh, I
That
remember it like
must
it
have
was
been
yesterday, bro.
something.
It was to go in knowing how it had to end, but just seeing it. And when we came out, we were just so hyped, like because we didn't expect to see like Tatooine and Luke and Leia at the end, and like, oh man, it was just a masterpiece, a masterpiece.
Remember when I first managed to see it, my parents had gotten me a pirated copy and a portable DVD player when we were driving home from Paris Island.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
So I'm just
uh,
watching it on this little bitty screen, and my eyes were just glued to it. I'm like, this is so cool.
yeah, that's crazy. So crazy. So the next question: what is your favorite show, live action or animated? Only pick one.
I've been thinking about this for a while because I love Mando,
Hmm.
and I know it's not the greatest. Boba Fett is one of my favorite characters, so I love that show.
Uh-huh.
But I've got to go with Rebels.
Nice. Why Rebels?
It's I slept on it for so long because I was like, oh, this is child stuff. Like everything looks dumb and cartoony. Then I finally sat down and watched it, and I'm getting through the first episode. I'm like, oh, this is actually really, really good.
Yep.
Like all the characters are fantastic. Sabine, probably my favorite. Well,
Mm-hmm.
second favorite. Um, Kanan, Hera, Zeb, everyone's favorite murder droid, Chopper.
Chopper.
Like,
Yes.
and it just goes through so much, and the emotions that you get in some of the episodes, especially towards the end. It's
Yeah.
like I don't normally cry in movies or TV, but when we all know the thing that happens, I was like every time I watch it, I can't. I gotta pause it. I gotta go take a minute, and then I gotta come back.
Yeah. No, bro. I'm right there with you. Right now, it's back to Rebels. It was Clone Wars, but like I'm back on the Rebels train. Like I'm rewatching it. I just met the whole cast like 2 weeks ago, and
Very
we're
jealous
about
of
to
that.
get. Oh man, I just still can't believe that that worked out that way, and they were all there, which is insane. And then next month, Rebel season five's drop. Ooh,
I'm so
yeah,
excited for that.
yeah. That show is gonna like break the internet each week. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah,
Dave is gonna go hard every episode.
yeah.
No,
It's
yeah.
gonna be a little painful watching it because of Ray Stevenson, but
Oh, I know, especially if his character dies in the story, but I don't think it does because I heard rumors they reshot some stuff from the end that
okay.
might have had to do with him. So maybe they had to tweak it that way. It's not like, oh, he's gonna live on for the next season or the next show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll just have to wait.
Yeah. So the last question is, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
This was another hard one because
Yeah.
growing up, it was always Boba Fett. Like I've got Mythosaur skull tattoo on me because of Boba Fett.
Nice.
Um, I was always buying Boba Fett figures. I have the old '90s Power of the Force prisoners with Jobs one ship.
Uh huh. Oh man.
But after watching Rebels, Kanan all the way.
Nice. So why Kanan?
It's just something about his whole arc where he's like, I don't want to do this. This is too hard, but I have to, and I got to do it no matter how hard it gets. And just him overcoming like himself, thinking he's not good enough,
Yeah.
and being the man, the Jedi that he knows that he can be and is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that resonates with me because I have trouble with like I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be doing this, but you
Yeah.
got to push. Just like Kanan, I try and push myself through so I can get to
Nice.
that point.
No,
Like
that's awesome.
Kanan motivates me.
No, that's dope. That's awesome. I can see that for sure, especially because I'm rewatching the stuff when like he had to meet Rex and Ahsoka was like trust him, and he had to get over his fear of clones of like working with clones because he didn't trust them. Like that happens a lot, and he eventually it takes him a few episodes with
Yeah.
Rex, but he gets over it. So no, that's a good choice. That must have crushed you when spoilers he
Oh,
blew up.
dude, that's the cry moment right there.
Yeah, yeah, that was such a deep that explosion, and like I almost feel like they're gonna flash back to that in the Ahsoka show, like live action of that
Oh,
moment.
if they do that in live action, I already had an emotional breakdown when Grogu did the same thing.
Oh, cause yeah, with the fire,
Yeah,
it was like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I had Rebels flashbacks, and
yeah,
it was no good.
yeah, man, that's crazy. It sucks when I was at ICC Con, Freddie Prinze was supposed to be there, but he canceled. So he's the one Rebels cast I didn't get to meet, but I think it's October at Spookala Con. He's gonna be out here in Florida, so I'm gonna get to
Okay,
meet him there, and he's
nice.
the last signature on my poster that I need. So,
I might see if I can find myself a Kanan Black series and send that down to you to get signed for me.
yo, let me know. Yeah, they're everywhere, bro. Yeah, if I see one locally, I'll let you know. But yeah, bro, I got you for sure, like for sure.
Sweet.
So my favorite guy is the boy right here, Maul. Well, there's
Oh,
Daffy.
everybody loves Maul.
Yeah, That's Donald Duck as Maul. But yeah,
I
bro,
love it.
it goes back to '99. Seeing him in that trailer, just looking terrifying, and then watching his arc in Clone Wars and Rebels, like
Oh, especially in Rebels.
oh, I'm rewatching Rebels now, so it's fresh. So I love him constantly trying to turn Ezra, and every time he sees Kanan, he refers to Ezra as my apprentice. Like just the
Yeah,
little
he's
jabs and
throwing
shit
shade
talking.
the entire time.
Yeah, yeah, it's awesome. So I just want more of him, which I doubt we'll get, which sucks.
I know. I'd love to see more of him too.
I know. In live action or animated, I'll take anything, but there's so much more Maul story that they could do that I don't know. Maybe one day they'll finally do it. We'll
Like
see, I
there's
guess.
between Clone Wars and then Rebels, you got so much stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because they teased him at the end of Solo
Yep.
because he's running Crimson Dawn. Like
Exactly.
I want to see what he did.
And we could have there was a chance of us getting that if they would have did that Lando show, because they could have showed Maul and Kira together running Crimson Dawn, the crime syndicate, but that fell through the cracks too, man.
Yeah, that's a shame too because I really like Solo.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna get into a few articles I got here today.
All right.
So the first one is the James Mangold movie, The Dawn of the Jedi.
All
So
right.
they were kind of interviewing him, and I found some stuff that he said kind of interesting about the movie. So where is it at? So basically, he was saying, for me, it's about I want to be part of the saga, but I also don't want to be holding so much lore in the air that you could hardly tell a story. And what I really wanted to do, what I told her, this was him talking to Kathleen Kennedy, was just can we make a kind of the Ten Commandments of the Force, a kind of an origin story of how the Force came to be known, understood, wielded, and harnessed. And when I heard that, I was like, "Yo, that sounds dope and intriguing." What do you think of that?
I think it's a great idea because between like the founding of the Jedi and then the prequel trilogy, there's thousands upon thousands of years of just history
Yeah.
that we have absolutely no canon information on, and
Yep.
being able to see like the beginning of the Jedi when they're not restricted to like all the canon we have now, that it just opens up so much potential.
It really does. So it says in the article it's 25,000 years before A New Hope. So like there's nothing holding you back. There's no expectations. Yoda's not around. Yoda's been around for everything. He's like 1,000
Yeah,
years old. He's not that old. So it's like they could have true free reign to do whatever they want with the story with no restrictions, which a lot of time these Star Wars creators they can't because they got to make sure, okay, did this not happen in a movie, in a show, in a book, in a comic book, in a game. So there's so many restrictions, but with this, bro, they can do whatever they want.
that's what I like when they do like stuff that doesn't revolve around like the main characters. You
Yeah,
have so much more freedom because they're not involved. So you can
yeah,
have someone like kind of come in behind them when those characters are gone and
yeah,
do some stuff, and it's not going to bother anything. But if you go back this far, everything is on the table. You can do whatever you want.
yeah. And it's gonna be dope to see like the first person figure out what the force is and try to use it because whatever village, town that he lives in, there's gonna be somebody that's like, man, I could use that for evil to rob
Yep.
people or to get land or to do this. So like we might see the origins of like the Jedi, but then maybe the first potential dark side Sith user of it. So it'd be dope if this one was focused on the Jedi and it ends in a way where like there could be a second movie called like Dawn of the Sith, seeing
That would
like
be
this.
nice.
Yeah, right. Like in my stream earlier today, somebody mentioned that, and I'm like, "Yo, Dawn of the Sith, like what?
I,
That
I
could be
I'd pay money
fire."
for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I'm hoping for, I they might not do it, is I want to see a proto saber.
What's a proto saber?
It's
Why does that
basically
sound
the
familiar?
it's basically an original lightsaber,
Uh huh.
except it's not like one handed like these are. There's
Mm-hmm.
a power pack that goes on your belt and a cord that wraps around it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, that'd be crazy to see something like that.
They had it in some of like the old comics and stuff, but it's
Yeah,
never something we've seen in live action. And the off chance that they actually do a lightsaber, I would absolutely lose my mind if they did that.
That would be sick. So I mean, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I saw that article and I thought it was cool. And I mean, I'm looking forward to this movie just because like I have no expectations, so you can't disappoint me. You know what I mean?
I think out of the three, I'm looking forward to this one the most.
Even over the Filoni, Ahsoka, Thrawn, Heir to the Empire, Luke movie.
I have some thoughts about that, but they're very very controversial, and I don't want to say.
Oh, we're gonna get to it because a few articles in, it's like three in the row of Ahsoka, so you're gonna spill the beans,
Oh boy,
which will be fun.
I'm gonna get hated on until the day I die.
Let's go. Good, 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 good. So the next article is Andor. So did you like Andor?
Yeah,
Are
I
you an
thought it was
Andor fan?
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hated
loved
it,
it.
man.
Oh
Well,
man,
no, I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it. I feel most people either liked it a lot or it wasn't for them. And for me, it wasn't for me. But that's cool that you liked it, that you enjoyed it. What was your favorite part of it?
I just liked Andor as a character, and seeing him go from just like scoundrel, like I don't want to do any of this,
Mm-hmm.
to seeing that change in him and being like,
Yeah.
okay, what's going on is really, really messed up. And I might not be able to do something about it for everybody, but I can
Uh-huh.
do something about it for people that I care about.
True, true.
And then I'm hoping in season two, it's going to go into the larger thing about him actually joining the rebellion, which I'm assuming it will.
Yeah, the season two teaser trailer they showed us at Celebration looks a lot more fast paced, dark, and gritty. So I'm looking forward to it because, bro, the first season, so many episodes put me to sleep, man. I'm not even lying. I took some of the best naps in my life while watching Andor.
I'm a fan of a slow burn, so
Yeah, got you, got you.
like it was like the Amazon Prime Jack Ryan, except in space.
Oh, but I love Jim and Jack Ryan is fire, bro. I
I
love.
need to finish season three.
Does it? Wait, did that drop yet? The third season? Doesn't it drop this
There's
month? At the
season
end of this
three's
month?
out. It came out last year, and then season four comes out in like a
Oh,
week.
yeah, that's the next one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Man, so good. But that's a good. That's not really a slow burn. This mofo is going crazy off rip, going from his office to Iraq into
But
here.
it's like the whole espionage thing going on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I get you. I get you.
And
So, yeah.
Andy Serkis was fantastic, and that arc with him was possibly the best TV I've ever seen.
Oh, Andy Serkis is a legend. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
probably the best part of the show. Him and B2, because I love that droid, bro. I
yeah.
love that droid.
I love a sassy droid.
Yeah. So the budget for Andor was ridiculous, 250 million, which is wild. Like Kenobi was only 150. So like when I saw that, I kind of was a little salty. Like,
It
couldn't
was also
Kenobi?
twice the length.
Well, that too, but that's another thing. I'd rather have 12 episodes of Kenobi with the bigger budget and no Riva than 12 episodes of Andor.
I can agree with you on that. If we had like 6 episodes of Andor and they condensed it, and then we had 12
Yes,
episodes
it would
of
have hit better.
Kenobi, I I would have been really really happy either way. But more Ewan, I sign me up.
Exactly. Like that would have been great. And like Andor, I felt like it was stretched out. Those first three episodes should have been a 45-minute one episode. Like they
Yeah,
didn't have to stretch that out. So I felt like they stretched out too much, but some
yeah.
of the
There
episodes
was a lot of filler.
so much. But like the prison break episode was amazing. The episode where they robbed the garrison or whatever that place was fire. And the post credit scene was dope too.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I watched uh, the the prison break scene at work. Andy Serkis had me ready to riot and burn that building
one
down.
way. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, he's awesome. I'm glad that he's in Star Wars and he's not dead, that he's in the
So
second
am I.
season. So,
Is he?
yeah. I think there were like set leaks and he's there filming. So clearly he's not dead.
Outstanding.
Yeah, he's
Good.
100% in it. I think he's just stuck on that ship still, so it'll probably
Yeah,
show
he
him
can't
being
swim.
a prisoner and like his life is going to be even worse now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. Now, this next article is for the Outlaws game, and I didn't even notice it in the trailer. But one of the planets she's at is Kijimi, which is from the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, so it
And,
is.
and then I also forgot. I remember Kijimi because that's where like Rey was on the planet fighting Kylo on the ship, like that weird little fight that they
Yeah.
kind of did in the Force. But
Yeah, they get blown up.
yeah, but Babu Frick was here. This is where Babu we first saw Babu Frick. So I'm hoping
Oh
for like
yeah.
a Babu cameo in the game, which would be wild. But um,
I'd like a Babu Frick cameo.
exactly. So I thought it was random that this game chose to go to Kijimi. But I mean, I guess that's kind of cool for the sequels fans, and it's a little Easter
Yeah.
egg, kind of, you know?
Yeah, and it's still in the Empire era, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about anything getting blown up just yet.
But yeah, I did not notice that at all in the trailer. So
I didn't either.
yeah, until I read this, I'm like, oh crap, that is Kijimi, and they kind of show a picture of it here, like uh, when Poe was talking to that girl, I forgot her name,
Zori.
Yeah, Zori Bliss, yeah. And then that's when like the Knights of Ren were like trying to find Rey, and they
Yeah.
wasted those dudes, bro. Those dudes did
Yeah, they
nothing
did.
but look
Yeah.
so cool.
Then they had Force Skype battle.
Yeah, exactly. So this next one, I saw this article and like at first I was like, what do you mean female led? But then I'm like, oh, I guess it is a female led because like I
Yeah.
wasn't yeah, like I wasn't looking at it or classifying it, oh, the first female led show. Like I'm looking at it like it makes sense because it's Ahsoka with Sabine, with Hera, and then one of the new bad guys is this chick. So of course it's gonna be female led because
Yeah.
it's natural and it makes sense. But then like I saw this title, I'm like, man, this is probably gonna trigger some people. And like, why draw attention to it? Like, it's kind of just fine the way it is.
It's like that in season 2 of Mando when you have Fennec Shan, um, Bo-Katan, what's her name? The other female
Oh,
Mandalorian,
oh,
Casca
Oscar
Reeves,
Reeves, yeah,
and Cara Dune all assaulting the ship going towards the bridge. I didn't realize that was an all-female fire team.
oh
And I was
no,
like,
yeah, it was just a badass sequence, and it made
yeah, I was
sense
just
that they
like,
were kicking
I'm like,
ass.
they are kicking ass, and I am all
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, exactly. It made sense. So it's like weird when they try to draw attention to it, like they're trying to like check a box, like look at us here, like what we're doing. Like no, it just that's the story. It makes
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, when I saw this and I read it, I was so confused. Like, what do you mean female led? And then I'm like, well, yeah, but yeah,
Oh
duh,
yeah, well, I mean it is Ahsoka, so
yeah. And it's basically Rebel season 5, which a lot of them in Rebels were female.
yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy the world we live in where they call out like the smallest, weirdest things at times.
I don't care who runs the show as long as it's good.
Yeah, it could be a guy, girl, alien, droid. As long as the story makes sense and is dope, let's
Yeah.
go. That's all I need.
Not quite sure on Sabine's armor right there. It looks a little too cartoony.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. Well, I feel we'll see because maybe she has different looks, but like I don't think there's enough armor on there. I think there's too much clothes. I think it needs to be
Yeah,
more armor and less of like her flight suit.
yeah, yeah.
Because
But
to
she
be
really only had the chest piece, the shin guards, and the shoulder pauldrons. Really.
yeah, I guess we'll see in live action how it is and if she wears that. But I feel like she had more armor than what's in this one picture right here.
Yeah. If
But
they
I
do a
guess
Black Series, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care.
oh I am waiting for
Helmet and
that.
figure.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. So this next one is kind of talking about that Filoni movie. How Rosario was saying in an interview she loves working with Dave and she hopes she has a future with him in his movie, which come on, no shit, you're gonna be in the
Yeah,
movie. Like clearly.
obviously.
But I want to know what your hot take is on this movie.
Well, the rumor is basically it seems like it's gonna do a live action adaptation of the Heir to the Empire trilogy,
Yep.
and I kind of hate that trilogy.
Oh, so I know
I'm like
of
the one Star Wars fan in the entire world that does not like that trilogy, and I understand that, and I am ready for the hate.
So I haven't read the trilogy. I kind of know of it, and I know it's like Thrawn and Luke and Han and Leia and all this stuff, right? But Um, what don't you like about it?
I honestly, I think it was crap. They kind of make Luke kind of forget everything about the Force,
uh
and he just kind of gets emasculated the entire time by Mara Jade.
Oh yeah, and she's in it too. I forgot about that. Yeah,
But
yeah,
Mara
yeah.
Jade and Talon Card, the smuggler who she works for, they're
Uh-huh.
both awesome. But there's this whole thing about clones not being able to pronounce U's correctly, so they drag them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thrawn being able to figure out whatever anyone's going to do because of what planet they're from, and that planet's art is really, really stupid to me because art is subjective,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it anybody can interpret it any way they want, and I think that was kind of a stupid gimmick.
So that worries you about this movie?
Well, because I don't like that those books, but I
Uh-huh.
know it's Dave, and I trust Dave, but I just don't
Yeah.
want to see a one-on-one adaptation of those
So
books.
yeah, I don't think you got to worry about that. I don't think it'll be 1-to-1. I think is going to use it as inspiration and do his own take on it. Cause like clearly it's going to have Thrawn, but like we're going to have Ahsoka.
Don't get me wrong, I love Mads as Thrawn. He's fantastic.
Oh yeah, bro. Lars is Thrawn? Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Lars, not
Yeah,
Mads.
Mads is
Yeah,
Galen Erso, his brother.
yeah.
I don't, it's so like yeah, I have to think
I
before
I
I
got the
say.
Mickelson right.
Yeah, yeah. And when I see, but like when I see them, they both look the same to me. So like I
Yeah,
get confused. But
yeah.
yeah,
Lars, he's fantastic.
no, he is. So I think we'll be fine with whatever Dave does. But there is a rumor though that Dave wants to include a Mara Jade in it as well.
Do it. Throw
Yeah.
her in there. I love her. She's the greatest.
And supposedly it's to throw her in there for whatever his story is, not necessarily as like Luke's love interest, but like she might just be in there for some reason.
That's fine.
And Han and Leia too are rumored that he wants to have them in there too.
Oh,
So yeah, there's some crazy stuff, bro. Like I mean, it's all rumors. Who knows? But supposedly it's the actor from Solo. What's his name? Alden Aaron
Ald-
something.
Aaron Oldenreich.
Yeah, yeah, that dude. Supposedly it's going to be him as Solo,
I'm
and they
fine with
want
that.
to recast somebody to play as Leia. So if that's true, like Luke has to pop up. Like you're not gonna
Yeah,
have those two and not Luke. So maybe we'll kind of get like a scene or the reunion that we didn't get in the sequels of Luke, Han, and Leia together because we
that
were
would be
robbed
nice,
of
but
that.
if it's not Carrie,
I
and
know, I
yeah,
know. But
but
that's never.
it would be nice to see the three of them together again.
Yeah, it would be. It still irks my soul that that never happened in the sequels. Like imagine getting a shot of all three of them old as hell and the Falcon flying off somewhere. Like it would have been such a priceless moment.
This is off brand, but Star Trek did that for us
Oh, did
with
they?
Picard because they had the whole Next Generation crew back together on the Enterprise.
See, like they did something right, man. See, we got
Yeah,
robbed,
and then
bro.
we couldn't get that because Ryan Johnson decided to do stupid things.
I know, bro. I know. It just it kills me, but yeah, so when I saw this article, I was laughing like, "Come on, Rosario, you know damn well he already told you you're the star in the freaking movie. You're gonna be
If they
fighting
do
Throne."
more movies with her and the Rebels crew, I'm all for it.
Yo, me too. Like, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see his live action movie and who he brings into it, because you kind of assume that Mando, we're gonna get Boba back on the big screen, which would be great.
Yeah,
Even Grogu might be there running around in the background with Mando. So
if they do
and
Boba, they better do him right this time.
no, exactly. Boba needs to be how he OG Boba was, or how Boba was in Mando season 2, because that Boba kicked ass. Book of Boba, they just soften him up. Like, no, like
Yeah,
he is a thug. He is Boba Fett. So I think if Filoni deals with Boba, he'll like do it the right way. Give him justice.
Oh, and since we're on the subject of Boba and Tem, Tem Morrison, you
Yeah.
think Rex is going to show up in Ahsoka or
Oh,
possibly the movie?
there was maybe like a week or two ago, there was a rumor Tamora Morrison is gonna be coming back in Ahsoka as Captain Rex, right?
Fantastic.
So there's unused concept art from Rebels that shows Ahsoka and Rex riding load wolves together.
Ooh,
That Dave drew it, but it never happened in Rebels. So there were leaks from the Ahsoka set that they build life-size animatronic loaf wolf heads. So
Okay.
there could be a chance that somebody, maybe Ahsoka and Rex, are going to be riding loaf wolves together, just like that unused concept art.
That would be
But
make it the big Doom
yeah,
wolf.
yeah, yeah.
So we kind of get canon
Doom.
back.
Yeah, exactly. But if we see Rex, Tem as Rex and Ahsoka, I swear to God, it better be for at least 1 or 2 episodes. It better not be like a 2 minute cameo. They talk to him and then leave. I need him there. I need action. I need him old man Rex, half his armor on, just like in Rebels,
Oh yeah.
overweight, like, and still kicking ass.
Yeah. Just
So,
kind of grumpy the entire time.
and imagine if they did it where it was him, Wolf, and Gregor, and they went back to that planet and they were on that AT looking like
That was
walker
the
thing.
yeah.
I forgot what it was called. It's like a different one. But
Yeah, I know
imagine
what you're
if we
talking
saw
about.
that in live action and
That
10
would
was
be
just all three of them.
awesome.
Bro, I would lose my
I'm
mind.
I know everybody loves Rex, but Gregor's my favorite
Yeah,
because he's a little
nice.
crazy like me.
Gregor's wild, bro. Wild. So fingers crossed we get that. They need to like use Tem for every clone, bro. Like
Mm.
they they missed they missed Cody and Kenobi. They could have had him show up as Commander Cody and Kenobi, and maybe like him and Kenobi either redeem, like he apologizes because maybe he got his chip removed, or he still is trying to get him. They could have did
Well,
so
in the
much.
Bad Batch, you saw that he's kind of like I don't like the Empire very much.
And yeah, and he went AWOL. So
Yep.
like, where's Cody at?
And you
Because
had Tim in the show
yeah,
because
yeah,
he was the
yeah,
501st clone veteran that was
yeah,
begging.
yeah, exactly. They could. So hopefully we get that, or maybe we'll get Cody in live action after Bad Batch, and he like defected and he's back with Rex. So
Do Kenobi season 2 and bring in Cody.
yeah, Cody and Force Ghost Qui-Gon training Kenobi. Please,
Yep.
please, that would be amazing. So I guess we'll have to just dream and dream.
Yep.
So this next article, the Ray movie is supposed to begin filming in April of 2024, and I think it might release May of 2025. The one
Didn't
year.
those recently get
Oh no, I mean May of 2026. You're right. You're right. So it's gonna start filming then, and it's gonna drop May of 2026, potentially in May, and then December of 2026 might be the Filoni movie.
okay.
So, are you looking forward to this Ray movie?
Only if they have Finn.
Yeah, I want Finn to come back as a Jedi so bad, but the
Nothing
other
against Ray, but Finn got done dirty, and I want to see him get
robbed.
some justice.
We got robbed of that Stormtrooper turned Jedi
We
origin
did.
story. But in one of my lives recently, someone was like, "What if Finn does come back, and what if he turns to the dark side?" And
Oh,
he's
I
like
think I was
fighting
watching
like,
that.
yeah. When someone mentioned that, bro, my mind went, "What dark side Finn? That'd
That
be
that would be kind of cool.
that'd be sick if we seen like a little montage of him training with Ray, and then slowly him turning to the dark side and leaving.
Well, supposedly those like Lego specials they did are canon,
And he was
become
training with her
and
there.
he
Yeah,
becomes a Jedi, so they could do it.
yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll see if they don't bring Finn back, bro. That's one mess up already. So I guess we'll see. This next article kind of debunks a rumor I talked about last week, Idris
Yeah,
Elba,
yeah, I got
which
kind of excited about that.
me too. Like I love him as an actor, and to see him as some sort of villain or dark side user or some Sith or whatever he could have been. Now that it was kind of debunked that no, that's not true. Kind of sucks, but I'm wondering if like maybe if this rumor made enough rounds and maybe if he saw it, imagine if he kind of called and was like, "Hey, do you guys need a bad guy?" Like that'd be some crazy shit like
I,
that. Because
like
that's
I would
that.
love to see Idris in Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's kind of how Ahsoka Rosario got her spot. What's that dude's name that does the best photoshops? I forgot his name. It's that one guy. He always posts like dope photoshops of people, and He
I have
did
no
Rosario
idea.
as Ahsoka. You know the dude. If like you saw it or if I said his name,
I
like
know I've seen the picture. I just don't know who it was that did it.
yeah. So he did Rosario as Ahsoka way before Ahsoka, and Dave and John saw it, and they talked about this. I think at Celebration one year, or Rosario did at one of the panels. She told us that's how she got the job.
Oh, she
Is
had been talking about wanting to do live action Ahsoka for a long time too.
Yeah. So I guess John and Dave saw that Photoshop and they liked it and they called her and offered her the job and she took it, which is crazy.
Good.
So yeah,
Rosario's awesome.
she is. She was so dope in all those Netflix shows, Daredevil, Punisher, Defenders, Luke Cage. She was in there sleeping with everybody in Hell's Kitchen. She was awesome though, man. I love her. She's great in everything that she's in.
I'm freaking the Clerks movies.
Yes, bro. I love Clerks. Yes. So kind of sucks if he's not in it, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see what they do. Fingers crossed, though, they learn their lesson and whatever they do makes sense and is a good story.
Even if they don't put him in the movie, if they put him in like a show for like something, I'd be fine with that too.
Oh, hell yeah. No, of course. Of freaking course. So this last article, well, the second to last article I got, I guess there was a draft written for the Rogue Squadron movie, the Patty Jenkins movie. They got shelved,
This
allegedly.
makes me sad.
It does, because I remember when she did her little like teaser about it and her little
Oh
flight
yeah,
suit. That was dope. And like right away, I got okay. This is Top Gun meets X-wing vibes.
yeah. Top Gun with X-wings. You
It
can't
it
go wrong with this.
it should have been fire. And then it got shelved because she had to go do Wonder Woman 3. That
Which
James,
that also got shelved.
which James Gunn went and canceled everything. Like, oh, no Henry Cavill, no this, no that. So it sucks, but who knows if it'll come back. But they did have like a script, a draft written
I
for
would
it.
really like for this to come back, and then maybe they could put my other favorite Jedi in there from Legends, Corran Horn.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, it'd be dope if they brought back like just sprinkling some Legends people. Like, come on,
Yeah,
everybody has attachments to certain people from Legends, the EU. So yeah, I guess we'll see. This last one I got kind of excited when I saw it because
okay.
when the trailer came out a year ago, I think it was, I was hyped, but then it was like delayed for forever. But now I think the studio might have figured it out. But
Oh, I think I know what that. Yes.
Star Wars Eclipse is still in the works, right? So controversy is far behind us. We work with our teams every day. It's going very, very well. We're focused on game development, and that's the only thing that interests us. We decided to lead the studio in another direction to really have perfect editorial control over our studio.
Ooh,
So it was nice to see that because it was kind of like silence for a while on like
yeah.
what's happening with this game
It
and
had
like
that one really awesome but confusing as hell trailer.
yeah, no, for sure, yes. And then seeing like Yoda and then the Jedi Council, seeing those two Jedi dueling on the freaking like with the backdrop and
Yeah.
like that dude coming out of the lava, like what the hell is he? Like what's going on? Seeing like the Naboo starfighter crashed in the water in that one scene, all the droids, the Cad Bane species, like there was a lot of dope stuff in the trailer.
Like I'm all for more Star Wars games.
No, like me too for sure. And this one
Like
just looked sick.
like I know people are Outlaws is getting a lot of criticism because oh you're not a Jedi. I don't care. You can put me as a droid. I'll fucking play it.
I would have loved to be a droid. I was kind of hoping in the Outlaws game you could be different characters because like the commando droid with the leather jackets, bro. I would have been running around as him. Like, please let me be able to change my jacket to different colors, different jackets.
Like I do enjoy a good character customization, but if you just have me as one character for the whole time, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm being hopeful. I just hope the story is good enough to keep me engaged for the whole way through. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll have customizations for her and her stuff because it'd be kind of weird if you're just that full outfit the whole time.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
think a
kind of
lot of
like how we had with Survivor.
yeah, something like that where you could just put different stuff on. I'm sure it'll have that, but I think people are grumpy because you can't be other characters, like make it like a man, woman, droid, this or that from the bottom up, just because it's like an open world game and they want that true
So,
experience.
so
Yeah, I feel
freaking
you.
Jedi Survivor was kind of an open world game, and you're Cal Kestis the entire time.
I know. I think it's
Well,
well,
most of it except for like one scene.
yeah, yeah. I think it's because another thing is she doesn't have the force and a lightsaber, which for me, I am a little worried I might get bored after a while, bro, because I love pushing stuff, choking stuff, the
Oh
lightsaber,
yeah, I like that too. But if I'm just running around sending a droid out or her little
her little pet thing, yeah,
yeah off
creature,
to like just mess with stuff to distract people, I'm good with that too. That's almost
yeah,
like the Force.
yeah, nah, that could be kind of fun, man.
I mean, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire was my jam back in the day, and you didn't have the Force
True, 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 true.
and the
So
original Dark Forces.
yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to Outlaws. I'm definitely gonna play it and give it a shot. I like the space battle stuff, like how you fly into
Yes.
space and you could be in a dogfight right away. Like that's dope. And I'm wondering if it's the same. Like you get to see yourself like flying, like landing into the planet and coming down
Yeah.
too. Like that's something we never really seen before in a game. Usually it's just cutscene. You're in outer space. Cutscene. You're
Oh
on the planet.
well, No Man's Sky, you could do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
but that game was kind of meh.
Another thing for Outlaws that they didn't really talk about in the trailer, but I guess it has a wanted system like GTA. You know how in Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah,
like 1 star, 2 star, up to 5 star, and if it's 5 star, it's hard as hell. Supposedly, this has that a similar system.
this is Ubisoft, right?
Yeah,
So it's probably going to be like an Assassin's Creed.
they have something like that in there. I've never played Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and the first couple Assassin's Creed games, they did have like a notoriety level.
Yeah, so
Like you could
that
go down and tear down wanted posters to lower it, or you can bribe people and stuff like that.
that might make it intriguing because then I can have fun just destroying a bunch of stuff, killing a bunch of people, and having everyone chase me, jump on my ship, and fly away.
Yeah, and then just like do a strafing run with the ship.
Exactly. So if it is like a GTA kind of vibe on a Star Wars game, then I might be okay. This might be a banger. So
It does look fun from what I've seen.
yeah, and it's interesting. It takes place between Empire and Return of the Jedi, and you see Han frozen in carbonite. You see
Yeah,
Jabba. So
Boba
like,
Fett.
are we gonna see Boba bring this like Han to Jabba? Like, are we gonna? Is that gonna be like a mission or a scene? Like you're trying to steal something and you see that happening in the background?
Like I said, if you get 10 for anything, I'm all there for it.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So I guess we'll see. I love that it was Tem's voice in Survivor.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
The minute I heard it, I was like, yo, that's Tamora. Right
Yep.
away. Right away. So that was so sick that he
Yeah.
did that, man.
I was just happy to see him in the game, and I was like, "Hey, Bubba, what's up? Do you need any help? I can help you."
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And he's like,
Exactly.
"Fuck Jedi, get away from me."
Hell yeah. So, last thing we're going to talk about is the potential HasLab for San Diego Comic Con at the Hasbro panel. Their announcement for the vintage
Bro, you
collector
already know I'm
HasLab.
excited if it's what we think it is.
So if it's the Ghost, now, bro, even if it's 600, I'm reckless, bro. I have to have the Ghost. Now I'm hoping it's more in like the 450 range because, like, doing my
Yeah.
calculations from the other vehicles, the similar sizes, it should fall in that middle. But you know how Hasbro's been with prices lately.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
probably won't, but I cannot wait for that bad boy.
I really hope that's what it is, and I will get the money somehow.
You're gonna grab it right away for sure, right?
If wait with the backing, do you have to pay up front or is it
So I think it's what they usually it's 30 days to back it. So say on the first day, if you like say you'll back it, they don't charge you until it's successfully backed and the campaign is finished. So after
okay?
those 30, like if it's 30 days or 60 days, I forgot how long it is. But
Okay.
once that last day comes, then it charges you, and then it's like a year and a half till you get it, which is
Okay.
killer because they gotta produce it,
Yeah.
make
If
it.
I have a month to get the money together, then I'm definitely
No,
gonna
yeah.
back it straight
So
away.
So it's usually about a month. That way you could just back it.
Oh yeah,
So I'm gonna back it. I just am. It's gonna be the worst year and a half, bro. Having to
yeah,
wait, and with my luck, watch it land where it's gonna ship and arrive like while I'm in Japan in 2025 for celebration,
dude.
and it's like
I pre-ordered Mando's N1, and I don't get that until next year. I'm salty about that.
I know, bro. It's that's gonna kill me. But like, bro, people are gonna sleep on it, and like, I hope it's like 450 or 500 because I want to get two. I want to have an extra one because like I think it's gonna go for crazy money,
Oh
especially
yeah,
if the whole Ahsoka show they're in the Ghost, and in the Ahsoka movie if they're gonna be in the Ghost and that's gonna be live action there. If Mando season 4, if the Ghost pops up, if like Ahsoka and Sabine are in an episode, like people
oh
are gonna
man.
be hyped for this ship. So I
And
kind of
then you
want
know
like
that
two.
then you know they're gonna have to do like the entire Rebels cast and figures.
Yeah, so that's another thing. The rumor is that this ghost will come with Hera, like that's just part of it. But then,
Okay.
when they do the second levels, the tiers, I forgot what it's called. I said it in my video earlier. What the stretch goals. The
Yeah.
stretch goals, if they're smart, they'll make everyone a different Rebels character and people will go ape shit because we don't have them in
Yeah.
vintage. We have them in Black Series. I think like twice in Black Series, all of them. There's like the
No,
black
only
the
once.
some of them don't think I thought I've seen some in the black and red box, like older ones of like Kanan and Ahsoka. I'm pretty sure there
I'm
might
pretty
be
sure they're
older
only in the
ones.
black and red boxes. I know I have the Sabine in the black and red box.
No, no. So the black and red are the older ones. They re-released them all in black and purple boxes with the box art on the side. There's newer
Did
versions.
did they? Well, shit.
Yeah,
I need to go find some.
there's a whole but there's a whole wave, and it has the nice box art on the side. So you put it together, and it's a nice mural of all of them.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
gotta go find some of those because I
they,
need Kanan and I need Chopper.
yeah, they're pricey now, man. But
Yeah.
you'll see them. So I kind of want to I don't, they're fire. They're fire. But
Oh yeah.
this ghost, if they do all vintage collection and then all the whole crew, especially Chopper in the
Yeah.
vintage scale, I'm gonna go
And I
nuts,
just
bro.
got into the vintage collection too, and it's your fault.
That's the next thing I was gonna ask you. So you have more Black Series than vintage collection?
Oh yeah, I only have like 3 vintage collection.
How many Black Series you have? Triple digits, probably.
Not triple. It's probably like 30-ish,
Oh,
more
okay,
or
okay.
more,
And then you have like 60 on pre-order, right?
something like that. All that stuff that released for May the 4th, I pre-ordered. Well,
And that
not
that was
all,
like 10
most.
right there. That was like a lot of Black Series right
Here,
there.
let's go look it up, shall we?
What sucks though is the Black Series always gets so much more love than the vintage.
I'm really starting to like the vintage stuff.
I like the
It's pretty
vintage
cool.
because of the card back, like the art, catching that moment, and like having the different cards. I love looking at that. That's my favorite part of the vintage.
Hold on, we're gonna check this pre-order that I have.
Oh no, for sure.
All right, we got the Black Series, Mando, Luke Skywalker, and Grogu. We got the Malgus. We got a
Mm.
Vader. We got a Black Series Mando. We got the Padawan Ahsoka, the
Ooh,
Black
that one's
Series Wicket,
sick.
the Manga Guard, and that's it.
That's like 8, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And
7.
then on GameStop, I have the Grievous
Grievous.
pre-ordered. So yeah,
The Grievous is insane, man. So Black Series is spoiled, man. I'm so glad that the window listing failed and they're going back to having windows on the boxes.
yeah. I hate the windowless
I know it's
because I got 2 right here, and I hate it because I can't see the
you can't
figures.
see them. Yeah. And the cow, and then I see you got the other cow back there too.
Oh, I got
Oh,
all
you
3 of
got
these.
all 3?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, I got all 3.
Damn. I only have the middle one. Damn. That's dope. So I'm gonna show you something. Give me 1 second.
All right.
So this just came today from Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I ordered this because I'm trying to decide between if I'm gonna have him sign this because he's coming to Ocala Comic Con in September.
Get a
So I'm
poncho.
oh, that'd be sick. I don't know if I'm gonna have him sign this or the Black Series one or my Funko, but I think I'm leaning towards this because I love how these carded figures look autographed. So when I was in London, I got a free Yak Face autograph at Celebration,
Oh yeah, I saw your video with that.
and I think it looks so sick, like on the card
Yeah.
autograph with the picture and then the figure in the bubble. So I might do that with the Cal, is have
Yeah, I
this
with
signed.
the boxes that these have, they're kind of slick. I don't know if they would hold a
Oh,
signature that well.
that would suck if they didn't. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Cameron Monaghan, I'm so hyped that I'm gonna get to meet him and definitely gonna get an autograph and probably like a photo with him in
Oh yeah, for
September
sure.
when he's out here. So, oh yeah. So that's pretty much everything that I have. What do you have coming up next on your channel that the people could look forward to?
Well, since I said I'm doing the vintage collection stuff, I have the indoor
Oh,
bunker
the
and
bunker.
the speeder bike that I'm going to do a video on.
Nice.
So I'm probably going to do that after we get off here or over the weekend.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys. So be sure to check them out. Link will be down in the description. But Batmando, I appreciate you coming on. It was fun.
Thank you for having me. Ever since I first met you and I saw this, I was like, oh, yeah, I got to be on there.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. So that's going to be it for this episode of Sith Talk, guys. See you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Have a good one.